I'm very proud and happy to show you what I've been working on because I love it so much. This startup comes from the bottom of my heart. You can't believe it. You have to see it. It's called Genkiyu. It's Japanese. I developed the brand last August when I was in Japan, where I also bought this outfit. It means Genki means healthy, and Yu means hot water. Together, healthy hot water. And then, if two Japanese are meeting, and you know the Japanese are very formal, they ask a question, like we do here in English. They say, "O genki desu ka?" which means, "How are you?" And this brand is designed not only to be successful in Europe, but also to be successful in Japan. Because I intend to bring this idea back to Japan, where I got the idea from. And I hired the best architects in Berlin with a decent budget, I would say, to design it and make it look beautiful. I developed the concept in every detail, and they worked very hard to render it, to plan it, to bring it alive in the computer. What I'm showing you right now is not yet existing in real life, but I'm here to pitch that it will happen and come to fruition, but it is already existing in the computer. Let's take a look. This is a Japanese bathhouse that can be built and installed in existing buildings in the middle of the city, because the original idea onsen means hot spring, and a hot spring is a natural thermal water source. But in most cities, including in Berlin, where we want to launch, there is no thermal water, so we have to create artificial water. And if you go into an existing building, you have to build a pool platform, and you can see here 3 pools, 3 different water temperatures, all computer controlled in their own independent water treatment cycles. And it's all a question about a few degrees Celsius difference. They make all the difference. A German thermal spa usually has 36 degrees hot water, but we are going up to 39 and to 41 degrees. Why 2 different pool temperatures? In order to have a wider target group, because there are some beginners who like to start at a lower temperature. And the professionals, like me, they go directly into the 41 degrees. And then you go from 41 degrees to cool down, 1 step over the edge of the pool, you go into the cold pool, cool down at 15 degrees, it's called a contrast session, and you repeat that to and fro and to and fro and to and fro until you want to take a break. And of course, we are showing you the temperature of the pools digitally, because they can also change. We can have a very hot bath day or different temperatures and so on. Here are some different perspectives. There will also be a sauna opposite of the pools. And there's some Japanese design trick. There can be a surprise, maybe a mirror or maybe a Japanese painting to bring something special to the experience for our customers who are soaking in the hot water for long or for a shorter period of time in the cold water. In the other direction, we have a similar design effect. And what is very important in Japan, because it's called communal bathing. This is what I showed you before. It's a mixed bath, so we will be wearing swimsuits in order to be more culturally adaptable. But the cleaning of the body, this is in gender-separated washing areas. You do it naked. That's when you can clean your body in the best way. And in order to be relaxed, like in Japan, you will sit on a sitting stool and take it easy, take all the time, and enjoy a sitting shower. And there will be lockers that are, of course, digital. You can open them with your wristband, And we try to accommodate a lot of lockers in a small space because, like the Japanese, we want to be space efficient. Maybe in the future there will be a very big Genkiyu with even bigger changing rooms. And what is very important and what is missing in Japan in a typical Zento, because this is what a bathhouse is called in Japanese, a Zento. What is missing there is what we call a lounge. Because we like, as you know, we like to drink and eat and relax, have a drink, take a break from bathing, sit in the tatami room, and maybe go back after some Japanese tea or an alcohol-free beer or even a beer with alcohol. You go back and have another bathing session. The longer you stay, the more you pay. And this is one more viewpoint. It, of course, includes Sakura, Hanami, the cherry blossom in Japan. And this is a floor plan. So the renderings that I just showed you are based on the floor plan. I came up with a floor plan, the functionality first, but then graphed, optimized it. And they also made it barrier-free, because that's what you have to do in Germany. You have to build spaces, public spaces that are accessible for everyone. And you can study this anytime later on. I will be happy to send you the pitch deck. 486 square meters, and it has a capacity of 60 people. Remember this capacity number, 60 people, because it is being reused in the calculation at the end of the presentation. So I call Genkiyu, although it takes ideas from Japan, I call it a global urban wellness innovation, because how things are combined, integrated, how technologies are integrated, how design is integrated, where it happens, this all, in my point of view, is an innovation, which means it doesn't exist nowhere in Berlin, and nowhere in Germany, and most likely nowhere in the world, in this combination of ideas that I just showed you. And the idea is to bring the Japanese bathhouse culture or the Japanese onsen culture to cities everywhere on the planet, which means we can roll it out. It is scalable. It is a global idea. I want to bring this experience, this wellness experience, which I think is better than sauna because it's full body contact. Every little pore of your skin is feeling the hot water and then the cold water. It's a lot more intensive than sauna. As I mentioned, you can bring it in existing buildings. They have to have a load-bearing capacity, which is a little bit higher because the pools have some weight. We talk about 90 centimeter water depth, and you are sitting on a bench, so pretty relaxed sitting, and the water depth cannot be unlimited because then the pool weight is going too much up. It's a unique real estate asset for everybody in this room and in the rest of the world. If you are interested in investing in real estate, Genkiyu is for you. At the same time, Genkiyu is a longevity infrastructure, and it is also a consumer hospitality brand. Remember the word hospitality. It is a haven of tranquility to soak, relax, and rejuvenate. And I want to launch it in Berlin in May next year, and then do a rollout in at least 15 cities until 2030. And we will do a lot of Kaizen, which means continuous improvement, because with every Genkiyu we will get better. And of course, what do? We do smart, green, Zento management, smart, green bathhouse management. We use AI, a digital twin, for the design of a Genkiyu in a specific location, and then building it, operating it. The consumer experience will be completely digital. Energy efficiency is important. Sustainable materials is important. We buy green electricity from the grid, or if we have the opportunity, we put a solar system on top of the building and batteries on the facility. And as I mentioned before, there are 3 independent water cycles with different temperatures. We apply state-of-the-art public pool water treatment technology, which is compliant with the famous German industrial norm DIN 19643. And another USP will be our signature water that I'm going to develop with some experts in order to bring minerals that are very healthy for the human body into the water where we are bathing. So it's not only about the water temperature, but also about the water quality. As you know, that's me, but what you probably didn't know that is before EcoSummit, I was organizing mobile executive tours to Japan, to Tokyo, many times, and to Seoul. I traveled for the first time to Japan in the year 2000. I've been there so many times. And I have organized EcoSummit in many different cities. I'm a quite international guy, and that is why I believe that I can manage and supervise and coordinate a rollout of Genkiyu into many cities. And here's what we are fundraising. We are fundraising 5 million in our seed round for the first Genkiyu. Then we are doing a Series A in the range of 18 million to do another 4 Genkiyu, which brings us up to 5. And we raise another 40 million in the B round, bringing us up to 15 Genkiyu in total. And here's our revenue formula. Assuming 100% asset utilization, 30 euro net, 60 guests, 10 hours, 350 days, 1 Genkiyu results in 6.3 million revenues without even merchandising or the rental of towels or our yukata outfit. And then, final idea, Genkiyu as a service, we can bring it to hotels and resorts who want to partner with us, to big single or multi-family homes, to companies, to fitness centers, and even build our own Genkiyu resorts in nature. And as I told you last year, we also have an exit strategy. Clearly, it can be an IPO, or we get acquired by a big hospitality group. So I hope that many of you are not only becoming my customers at Genkiyu, but also my investors. Spread the message to everybody you know who could be interested in investing, because I want to bring it online just in time for the next EcoSummit in May 2027. Thank you very much.